Before time was measured by days and nights, before humanity walked the earth, there was a being created with beauty beyond imagination. His name was Lucifer, which meant light-bearer. He was formed with wisdom, brilliance, and purpose, an angel created to dwell in the presence of God. The Bible describes him as radiant, adorned with splendor, walking among the stones of fire. But something began to change within him. Instead of gratitude, pride took root in his heart. He began to admire his own beauty, his own power, and slowly, he desired what did not belong to him. He wanted God's throne. Lucifer's pride turned into rebellion. He convinced other angels to follow him, believing he could rise above his Creator. But rebellion has consequences. In a moment that shook heaven, Lucifer was cast down, stripped of his glory, and became what we now know as Satan. Light turned into darkness, and harmony was replaced by conflict. Generations later, on earth, another story unfolded. God's people were enslaved in Egypt, crying out under the weight of oppression. Among them was a man named Moses, born during a time when Hebrew children were sentenced to death. His life was spared, and he was raised in the palace of Pharaoh himself. Yet Moses never forgot where he came from. Years passed, and one day, while tending sheep in the wilderness, Moses saw a bush on fire that was not consumed. From the fire, God spoke. God called Moses to return to Egypt and confront the most powerful ruler of his time. Moses doubted himself, but God promised to be with him. Through signs, wonders, and undeniable power, God freed his people from slavery. The sea was divided, chains were broken, and hope was restored. Moses became a symbol of obedience, showing that God uses imperfect people to fulfill divine purposes. These stories are more than ancient accounts. They reveal a pattern. Pride leads to downfall, but humility leads to purpose. Lucifer chose himself and fell. Moses trusted God and rose to lead a nation. The Bible is not just history. It is a mirror reminding us that every choice shapes a destiny.